Now, the head of public service concludes his statement with a call to the striking doctors to call off their strike, saying the government has honored their demands. However, Dr. Davji Atellah, the Secretary General of the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Union, says the government action is not enough. He now joins me on the line. Dr. Good evening, and thank you for speaking to us. Why are you saying that what has been offered by the government is not sufficient?
Good evening, Latif. You know, we have a collective bargaining agreement that we signed with government in 2017, of which the government has not implemented that. What they've given out as the 2.4 billion is actually, they've gone down to say that there's SRC rate, whereby SRC rate, they reduced the salary of the medical interns by 91%. In essence, they're actually violating the collective bargaining agreement that we signed in 2017, which was actually giving the salaries of the intern doctors. Again, they're calling them students, and these are the doctors that actually run the hospitals in the counties. So this is actually a violation of the collective bargaining agreement in first place. Secondly, they're saying they're promising to offer a scholarship to the doctors, which they've been promising for the last 2 years. And even last year, January, we had a matrix which was saying the same. There has not been commitment to that. And we've seen doctors who are in postgraduate who have been released by counties going without doing exams. The other issue that they're putting up is our basic salary arrears that they have not paid. They promised last year that they will pay. In the meetings that we had on 21st, we had a discussion and agreed on the categorization of these issues. On the meeting of 27th, the government walked out. So what has been reported is a one-sided statement on the issues without actually looking into keen aspects of the implementation. For the part of the interns, it is not proper for any government or government of the day to, with impunity, to reduce salary of workers, of doctors by 91% against the ones negotiated, which I'm saying is wrong. So based on this, we realize that they're just blackmailing the union and then blackmailing the public on this, and we will meet them with the court tomorrow. But as it stands, our strike is fully on until they actually implement these issues as per the collective bargaining agreement that we signed in 2017 with them. It's not right for government to violate it.
But then, Dr. this is in furtherance to the court-sanctioned mediation, where the government, the head of public service, called a meeting which you attended. Have you attended subsequent meetings at the union? And have you then had conversations about these issues the way they've been signed? Let me read what the statement by the head of public service is saying. He says, as part of the mandate, the whole of the nation approach committee has isolated the 19 issues raised in the notice of industrial action and thereafter classified and prioritized each issue, further assigning responsibility to each tier of government. 6 issues were classified to relate to the mandate of the national government, while 9 issues were categorized to relate to the mandate of county governments. 4 of these issues fell under concurrent mandate. And now here's what he's saying, that those that sit within the national government, this is the action they're taking. They have said they have secured the requisite budgetary support to the tune of 2.4 billion shillings. When he says requisite, it sort of sounds to us like he's saying this is actually the amount that's required to post these interns to the training centers. Is that not so?
He went further to explain that this particular payment is as per the SRC regulations, which we realize that the Ministry of Health sent a letter to SRC on 11th of March, and then the SRC responded on 13th of March, where the salaries of the intern doctors was reduced by 91%. So in essence, what is being put up as the SRC as 2.4 billion is not for only doctors. This is for all the health workforce. And the concern that we have on it is the SRC cap, whereby SRC don't do evaluation of the jobs that these doctors are doing. They are calling them students, and in essence reducing the salaries from 206 that they were earning to 47,000. And yet they are expected to report to far-flung places to go and offer work and go work. So that's the biggest concern that is there. Number two,
Yep.
the other issues that they say that they were isolated, like basic salary arrears, they have not discussed with us when how they're going to pay it. The other 9 things that they're saying are for the counties. They've not told us which ones are these isolated ones. Because as I told you, we only had one meeting where these things were isolated. We then have a subcommittee who then discussed all these issues. The time that this report was to be given to us, the side of the government actually walked out. One thing that we had repudiated from the beginning was the idea of reducing the salary of the interns or of doctors as protected in the CBA, because then it means no doctor is safe, no salary is safe. The government can just wake up one day and reduce it 91%.
Okay. Dr. I just want to conclude this conversation with one final question, which I want you to be a yes or no.
Yes.
Felix Koskei says that with the spirit in mind, KMPDU is urged to comply with its obligations under the court's orders by immediately suspending the ongoing industrial action. Are you calling off the strike, Dr. Yes or no?
No.
Thank you very much. That's Dr. Atellah. He is the Secretary General of the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Union. Earlier, the doctors